Okay, Ben Habib, let's put this over to you then. Is this the fault of the Home Secretary?
Well, I can't disagree with anything Steve said. I mean, as a matter of fact, if you don't deal with the asylum applications, you're going to have a whole load of people needing accommodation. And whichever way you cut this cake, it seems to me that there's no change out of £50,000 a year to house, feed, care for, and provide cash and other services to an asylum seeker. If you look at the cost of the BB barge, that works out at about £50,000 per head. If you look at hotels, it works out at about £50,000 a head. And even though the student accommodation, which is an affront to the students and obviously to the university town, is much cheaper on the face of it, actually the cost of £200 a week, I think, which is the cost of a flat, doesn't include all the ancillary services which are going to be needed to be provided. So last year, and this is the big thing for the United Kingdom, I think, leaving aside the social implications of unbridled illegal migration, the big thing was that it cost us £4 billion to look after about 80,000 people. And of course, that bill is rising. It's rising quite fast. And unless we get a grip of the problem, we're not going to find any way out of this, either economically or from a social fabric perspective, in any time soon. And the only way to get rid of the problem, the only way to stop it, to stop the problem from getting bigger, is to stop the boats in the channel and turn them round. Yes, we've got to deal with those that have already made it to our shores, but unless we want to be completely overrun, our hotels taken over, our student accommodation taken over, we've got to get the political courage and will required to enforce our international rights under the UN Convention of Law of the Sea, stop the boats as they seek to illegally enter our territorial waters and turn them round. That is the only solution. We can go on about the ECHR, leaving the European Convention on Human Rights. We can go on about new domestic legislation like the Illegal Migration Act, Nationality and Borders Bill. We can come up with cockamamie plans like Rwanda. Nothing's going to work. The only thing that will work is actually physically stopping the boats and sending them back to France, which, just to remind viewers, is a completely safe country.